Hello. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are having a very exciting topic to discuss, and I'm sure many of us can relate to it. We are going to dive into the realm of dating and explore how to beat stagnation in our dating life. If you feel stuck or uninspired, this is the video for you. Let's get started, guys. Have you found yourself in a dating rut? Like every date feels a repeat of the last. Don't worry. It happens to the best of us, by the way. But fear not, because today we're going to share some practical tips to help you break free from the stagnation and inject some excitement back into your dating life. Amen. Hallelujah to that particular part. So the first thing to break free is to self-reflect. And why are we doing this? Take a moment, evaluate your own mindset and your approach on dating. I know a lot of us are dating because the years have gone too much, and we also have a lot of other wrong reasons why people are dating. But if you want to be intentional in your dating, you have to self-reflect. You need to correct yourself. You need to work on yourself. You need to know that this thing works, this thing does not work for me, so that even as you move forward, you know what are your do's and don'ts. You also need to know what you're working on a personal level. Like maybe the frequent dates, why have they not worked? Why are there other people that have left me, or I have left them? I have let them for what reason? Because those reasons also helps you to work on yourself. If you are the issue in the relationship, then you need to work on those problems. Okay, I don't think there are wrong exes, because all these exes teach us, by the way, and they help us to evaluate how good or how bad we are. So if you find time to evaluate also what dating for you means, then it is so easier for you even as you move forward, because you will have understood yourself better. You can identify patterns and limiting beliefs maybe that have been holding you on a personal level, have been holding you back. And the other thing is also you get to set realistic expectations. So if you feel like maybe the years have gone a bit too fast, and then you're like, man, I need to be married by the end of the year. Man, it's only a month to the end of the year, so that would be very unrealistic. So you need to set realistic expectations. So after you have evaluated everything, then now you're like, because of time, I need maybe a year. So between a year, I need someone who is serious. So for me, if I want maybe, for example, at the end of the day to have a wedding, then I need to start maybe dating by the end of the year, and I need someone who is serious like me, who we are in the same page, so that by the time we are starting this dating thing, we are starting the dating thing knowing it's heading to marriage. So meaning we date for a shorter period. And for you guys to date for a shorter period, that means then again you need to have very effective communication in terms of your do's and don'ts. Those are things that you need to discuss. The first and foremost, Una, set priorities right. You're not just going for coffee, and that coffee is only filling your belly and it's not helping you in any way. So if you have that figured out, then the other thing will be to expand your horizon. And you need to step out of your comfort zone. Try new activities, explore different social circles where you can find someone and meet someone. Expand your horizon. By doing so, you will not only meet the right people, but also discover new interests, passions that you may acquire, that will make you more attractive and well-rounded. And this means when you go now again to meet someone from another circle, because these are things that you have explored and you have opened yourself up to them, then it is so easy even to converse. You have maybe a passion that now you will begin to share and all that, and it is a good starting place where you can say, by the way, this relationship now has a basis where we can build from and grow from. Again, going to all those different dating areas and the different activities, and just exploring different social circles helps you to also meet now the kind of person that you want to meet, that can and will marry you. So those are things you need to do. The other thing that you need to do is also embrace online dating. I know I'm saying it and it looks so weird, but of course all the analog people, I know that you will disagree with me, but remember, we are in a digital age, and of course online dating has been a powerful tool to meet new people. If you haven't already given it a try, by the way, and you don't feel the need to do that, that's okay. But if you have not and you're open-minded to it, create an engaging profile that showcases your personality. Remember, online dating is just one of the avenues, so of course don't neglect offline dating and offline opportunities as well. The main reason I'm talking about online dating is because in our age and era, we have heard of people who met online. Personally, I did not have a dating online profile, but my WhatsApp was an avenue that my husband used to meet me. He saw my pictures from someone's WhatsApp, he was interested, the rest is history. So I can say personally I am a beneficiary of online dating. The other thing that I also think is an advantage for me is because I was so sure I needed to get married. I was ready, I was ripe, so was he. So it was so easy for us to do this because we were starting the relationship on the same page. So that also was an advantage. We all wanted marriage. So now, because that was the route, then now we decided, you know what, there's no need to date for 4 years if at the end of the day we want to get married. Whatever it is that I need to know about you, you just tell me and I tell you, and I trust you that you will be very open. I trust that you will tell that person everything that they need to know, so that even as they are coming into the relationship, they know exactly what they are coming in the relationship to receive. Okay, so don't hide information, or if you are withholding some of the information, withhold with a limit. Yeah, and also make sure that the person that you're withholding the information from is okay with that when you reveal it later. Okay, yeah. So the other thing is also spice up your dates. I know that most of us think that dating is just going out on a date and sit in a restaurant and maybe just eat and converse. Dating can actually be so many things. So if you are thinking outside the box, the other thing I need to say here in terms of just spicing up your dates, I will talk maybe to men who are not financially stable, people who are not very well off, and you feel like, you know, girls are not going out with me because I don't have money. Let me tell you, you can make dating interesting and also affordable for you. So just think outside the box. Try cooking classes. You can just decide, by the way, you know what, there is a friend of mine who is teaching me how to cook something, so can we go for us to cook? Or you can go to a literally a real class if you have the money, and you carry your date with you for that particular date. You can go hiking, you can do maybe visits to a museum, just depending on whatever it is that you want to spice your life with. Then of course, just to minimize maybe the expenses and everything, you can go on in a park, sorry. You can go in a park and have a picnic and make memorable moments. You can actually work with the money that you have. And the other thing I will need to tell my generation, especially the girls, the Gen Zs and the millennials. Some of the millennials have Gen Z tendencies, so you are looking for a man who is wealthy, who is well off, but at the end of the day, that is not important. The important thing is this person right for you? There is room for that person to grow, there is room for improvement, and this person in the next few years, as much as maybe right now they don't have the money, God will bless them and they will be financially stable. So don't despise someone because they are not well off. Okay, and these dates, the importance of the date is also to create memorable experiences and to also leave a lasting impression. The other thing is also to seek personal growth, and this is beneficial, of course, for your own personal well-being. This is why sometimes even in this channel we have been talking about personal growth. Personal growth is beneficial because it helps not just your dating life but your overall dating. When you spend your time on yourself, whether it's through learning new skills, whether it's pursuing a hobby or working on your physical and mental health, imagine when you focus on yourself, you become more confident, you become more interesting, you begin to attract people, because now there's a self-confidence and self-awareness that you have that makes you more attractive. Yeah, the things that maybe you don't consider good with yourself, maybe you need to work on your body and you join the gym, that is part of personal growth. So when you're working on your body and you're trying to shape it, you're more confident because now you're feeling my body is looking nice. When you're more confident, your walk and your talk changes, meaning you will attract someone because now you know what, you're talking from a place of confidence. Yeah, so those are some of the things. You also can do it on a the mental journey, mental growth, where and mental health, where you start to speak to yourself and tell yourself, I am beautiful, regardless of my scars and my flaws, I am amazing. And when this person comes, whoever it is that is coming, they will find out that, you know what, this girl is so confident, she even knows who she is, she knows her weaknesses, she knows her strength, or this guy is, you know, all those things. So even when people are giving them feedback of how one or two things are not working, she already knows, so, or he already knows, so he won't feel like whatever you guys are telling me is to kill me or to kill my esteem. I know that about myself, and if it is something that is workable, I am working on it, and if it's not, it's like I'm okay and I'm confident with me. So that also is a very attractive attribute, and it is very important. The other thing is also be open to feedback, as I have said, and this feedback most of the times comes from our friends, it comes from our professional dating coaches sometimes, especially for those who have consulted them, and others also get this feedback from your exes. I feel like those are the best people who know you. Apart from if they were toxic, then don't listen to them, and if maybe you are not in the right state. Personally, I feel like there's an ex that during that time of my life I wasn't giving my all, so his feedback will not be growing me. But of course, if I receive his feedback, it will maybe help me to even be more self-aware and more self-assured. But there are others that I dated, and I feel like there and then I had worked on maybe a few of the things that I feel like I needed to work on. So what I need is for them to tell me, by the way, what do you think is my issue, or why am I not the person that you decided to settle with? Because if you're dating me, it means that maybe you saw something positive. So sometimes even just receiving that feedback from people helps you. By the way, receiving feedback from your family, I know people who their family members tell them, by the way, you're lazy, ebu work on yourself, because if you get married, it will be tricky because these men want hardworking women. Or if you're a man, they will be like, ladies want people who will provide, so ebu stop being lazy, stop sleeping around, work on yourself. The other thing is to stay positive and patient. Remember, dating, as we have said, it's just like doing an interview, looking for the right person to marry you. So if you become negative, and because you have had a journey where you have had bad experiences, you will think that is, you are doomed for marriage or for dating, and then you give up, or you think that you have bad luck, which is not the case. So it's just be patient with the journey and stay positive. Wait, go through it, because sometimes we can have this conversation, but at the end of the day, you will make your decision, especially for men, based on what you see instead of what you really need in your life. So sometimes we also get into dating for the wrong reasons, and those reasons make us to be hurt and to be what is this word, to be heartbroken, and also so that our relationships don't go anywhere. So don't get discouraged by the setback, but rather see them as stepping stones towards finding the right connection. Sawa. I have personally, before I dated my husband, I didn't have a lot of exes, but I had a lot of people pursuing me. So if I was the type maybe that would have dated a lot of them, and I didn't date most of them, not because I felt they were not the right people, I didn't date them because I didn't have the time. My work schedule was so busy, I didn't have free time, and when I had the free time, I chose to sleep and rest because of my own physical and mental well-being instead of going out. So I really didn't have the opportunity to date so many people, although I would have dated. So I thank God that I didn't have a lot of that. But if you have had a lot of dating and they are all not going anywhere, of course that must discourage someone. But at the end of the day, stay patient, stay positive, things must work out, and they will, because at the end of the day, what you are looking for, you must get. I was telling someone, I remember a particular time someone asked me, you're so unashinda ukikata everyone, kwa nini? This is to translate for people that are not Swahili speakers. Why are you saying no to every person that just comes to woo you or to date you, and they want to date you, and you're forever saying no? And I remember just saying, when I see it, I will know. And by it, I meant the relationship and the person. And it's not like I had the qualities quote unquote written down when some of us actually have a book and everything. Mine were more or less internal, but I knew if I sit with you for a day or two, I will know if you are the person that I need to date or not. Because at the end of the day, number one, I'm very hard-headed, and I needed someone who would level with me, not someone who would dictate me, because where it would be something else in our relationship. So I needed someone who would really more or less just be a partner, and not quote unquote a police officer who will come to police me and dictate. Yeah, so I didn't need a dictator. So when I met my husband, after like 3 or so weeks, I knew that he would be a very good, suitable partner. However, I also was very hesitant, and I was so scared, because at the same time we dated for a very short period of time, so I felt like we had rushed the relationship. So if you are in that place, take your time. If you feel like there's no time, or you feel like this person is the right person, then go ahead. This is what I will promise you. Even after marriage, the journey does not get easier, because marriage is work, and you need to put effort into the relationship so that it can work. And it's not on a one party kind of thing, it is a two-party thing. So this notion of women need to submit, you are not coming to submit your thinking, you're not coming to submit your morals. It is just that you submit in terms of order, but submission does not mean that at 100% you don't have a voice in your marriage. And men that think like that, those are people to watch out for, because they might actually be people who will come and kill you and kill your dreams. So if you want to grow, look for the right people. Okay? Yeah, I hope these strategies have been helpful, and they will help you to reignite your dating life and bring back the excitement. By the way, all these things that we are talking about are not like guaranteed 100% proof that they will work, but it is just a way for you to try and see, I have stagnated in this region. Ama, like the progressive aspect of a relationship, how a relationship should progress. Mine is not ever progressing. There's a place where we get to, and there's some stagnation, and either we stop having a relationship altogether, we stop communicating or something. If you're the type that prefers a long distance relationship, maybe try and look for someone who is also in for the long distance kind of relationship, so that you don't miss out on exactly what it is that you want to have at the end of the day. Thank you so much, by the way, for staying tuned until this far. Man, I'm amazed. But if you are new and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing, consider clicking the notification bell for you to be notified every time we post. But stay tuned for an amazing video. We have another one that I think you should watch. Just check up here or somewhere here, either or, and there are videos and a playlist that you need to watch out, because where it's amazing here, and I need you to have an awesome time. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Happy dating, guys. Bye bye.